Get a sense of how small this is, but this is tiny compared to how the replay. What does it say on your forehead?
Enseña de la bestia. 666.
666, he said. Diablo.
Diablo.
No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I dimes, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like true goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Brissett. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and just like that, it's third down. To throw, Brissett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it, hit the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Flex round! Flex round!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And now running right through it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Brissett now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's taken down inside the 30. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. shotgun now for Carr. And Wilson has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go with Geis. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down, Brissett. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And that's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daquan Jones. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Letting one go deep for a noon one. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. From the gun, here's Brissett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. Brissett to throw on first. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Carr now to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
New England on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On third down, Brissett being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
Odell Beckham Jr. and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing. Brissett got an open man. It's a noon one. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First down, Brissett swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A second down throw for Brissett. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Peterman. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's caught inside the 25. Back now in Miami. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They give it to Peterson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Third and long. It's Peterman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Peterman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
We're set on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time. 3rd down here.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. Again, it's Brissett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll throw again. Brissett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Enunwa, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They run again with Peterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Peterman. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Peterman now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Peterman. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Peterman now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And off comes to Peterson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd down, Peterman. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
58 for Mike! 58 for Mike! Strip the ball! Strip that ball! Ship! Watch the ship!
Peterson gets the call running left. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Pats, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Miami, It's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.